Hello, Ben.
Oh, hello.
Hello. What are we playing?
We're playing Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein. Yeah. We're continuing from where we were. Turns out there's 9 chapters, and this is chapter 4. So I should
Right.
say we're about. Well, we're getting on for halfway. That seems
Yeah.
a little loud as to the game. There we go. Oh yes, I forgot about the section that we had.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I mentioned it in the description for the.
You did, I saw.
Oh, come on.
So we're going to secret police.
Yes, we're going to break into the prison, the secret police prison that everyone knows the location of.
Yeah.
Not often you get a woman say that to you, is it, Ben?
Shut up. No,
Not
but
not
it's.
you specifically, just in general.
Mm.
Hard on the roof. She's gonna distract some guards, and then we're gonna jump on a lorry truck.
A bird. Oh, shit.
This is true of the Nazis. You're not lacking in vanity.
True that. With those boots that they wear, and I mean, in fairness, they were quite snazzy outfits.
Yeah.
Terrible ethics, but snazzy outfits.
Yes.
All we have is a
That goes.
knife. For some god knows why
Like,
reason, the gun we had is gone.
well, I suppose there were checkpoints on the train. You have to ditch your stuff. Do a hitman hide in the bin.
Yeah, well, I didn't have a say in that, did I? Can we do this one? No, we can't read that one. Can we go through this door? No, we can't. Okay. When you got about your day, citizen. Oh shit! I nearly fell. Slide down the roof. Whee!
That's very hitman. Black topic.
Yeah, go on then. Well,
So,
I'm infiltrating a German prison. Why not?
yeah. Well, you may recall I mentioned Hell's Kitchen last time, I think.
Whilst we were last time we recorded, or last time we were doing a video.
Last time we recorded?
Both.
What did I don't. Last week,
Curious, can't you?
Yes. Go on. Carry on.
yes, I mentioned Hitman.
Yeah.
Not Hitman, Hell's Kitchen.
Well, we
um,
both, to be fair, but yeah.
yeah. Um, yes, I've been watching it. I'm doing a series binge watch thing. Started with season 10 and then went back to the beginning. I'm now on partway through season 4. And I've said previously, I'm on record as saying that I sort of struggle with it because I get to the point where it's like these people are getting so serious about food and I can't really take it seriously.
You can't take anything seriously, sure, probably.
Well, I sort of pushed through that and I'm really enjoying it. One of the things
Good.
that I realised was about Gordon Ramsay.
Is it? He's an asshole.
No,
Oh,
quite the
okay.
opposite. See, I always knew he was good at what he did, and he had respect for the industry and all this stuff. And I liked him as a person, and I had respect for him. But I figured the whole shouty stuff was just his general personality, that he's an aggressive person.
Okay.
And then I watched Hell's Kitchen, and gradually I sort of realised that he's actually a really good teacher, and that's part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen when he's done the kids cooking stuff,
Yeah.
and he's
I mean,
respectful towards them. I mean, it helps them obviously with their kids.
yeah. I mean, part of it is that these people are professionals and ought to know better, whereas the kids are sort of amateurs, and kids. Um, but in the kitchen, he is very shouty and loud and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they have these treats if they win challenges, and they will go for dinner with him or spend time with him. And he's really nice and laid back to all of them, even the ones he's like criticised for being shit.
Especially them ones.
Yeah. And later in the series, there's often a challenge where they have to run the pass. So basically doing what he does for the majority of the season.
Okay.
And the lessons he teaches them is that you have to, you really have to shake people up so they don't fuck up again. And he's not afraid to give compliments, and he does quite often. He's really good. It's kind. If someone gets hurt in the kitchen, he'll immediately like drop everything and help them out if it's serious and stuff like that.
Well, that's what you should do.
Yeah, I mean, it's more nuanced than I thought. You know.
Sorry, I got into a little fight.
That's all right. Doggy.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was. Why are none of these people carrying a gun I can pick up? Don't turn around!
But yeah, I've sort of come away from the series with an awful lot more respect for Gordon Ramsay.
Good.
No.
I fucked that
Throw your
one.
knife.
I can't throw it. It wouldn't let me throw it because I threw one already. I need to find it again. It's over here somewhere. That's how. Oh, it's a telephone ringing.
We better answer it then.
Yeah.
It's a living.
Yeah. Auf Wiedersehen. He's also dead.
Yeah, was certainly that. Yeah, you
Oh,
didn't take orders from him.
We've pissed him off. Or rather, Muller's pissed him off.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what this flashing thing on there. Oh, it's a map. Oh, that's handy. That's where the officer is.
Yeah.
I also hear he's a gentleman.
Well, he's a Nazi, so probably not.
Well, you could be a gentleman and have. Oh, I had a colleague. I've got a colleague who. I know they didn't mean it, but they referred to themselves as a Nazi yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure they said that because of their belief that that word is thrown about too much these days. But the trouble is, they are a bit.
Of a Nazi.
They're a bit. They come across as a bit right wing.
Yeah.
Oh, I can use two knives. So I don't think they are. I don't believe they are. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's tempting to throw a knife down at that guy, but it'll probably get me killed. Is that a doormat over there? Well, that's that gone. Worth a shot. What was that clattery noise? It's a good job he's too busy being a bastard to he's completely incapable of seeing where they're going.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Honestly, I think it's all just an act anyway, isn't it? It always came across as an act to me, but...
Well, another thing that really struck me was how good he is in a reality TV show format. Because there are moments where you'll see contestants have like internal difficulties within their team, like two people won't get along, or someone else will feel like they've been fucked over by somebody else, and you'll get these sort of speaking to camera moments, you know. And he'll reference, he'll say things that seem designed to give them an opportunity to voice their grievances publicly. You know, if it's clear someone doesn't feel supported by their team during like the elimination bit or in the sort of post-mortem of the kitchen service,
yeah,
he'll ask them if they felt supported by their team.
Okay.
You know, as if because he's been briefed and he knows this is an issue. It's like, well, could you maybe poke around at that, please, for a bit, Gordon?
So it's a bit like how on The Apprentice, they sort of, I know they don't necessarily demonstrate it to the audience, but the like they do have the two people watching, don't they? Every
Yeah.
task. I don't know who they are these days. Is it
It's Karen Brady and the
Bald
guy who
guy?
won the first season. No,
Oh.
he's gone. It's the guy who won the first. I can't remember his name.
I don't know his name. I never watched the early ones.
Hmm.
Now would be a perfect time to have a throwing knife. I just want to say.
Yeah.
Take
Shame
that
you
guy out.
threw it in that gutter.
I snuck up on the roof. I get
Well
told me
done.
to. We're only going to do this mission tonight
Okay.
because it's nice to do one and then one and done.
I'm sort of glad you mentioned The Apprentice because I was thinking about it while I was watching Hell's Kitchen, and the difference between Hell's Kitchen and The Apprentice is A, the main guy has a more active role in things. But B, it feels like they're learning and growing as the process goes on.
Hmm.
And I'm not entirely sure you can say that for The Apprentice. You know? I mean, Alan Sugar's role in that is fairly minimal.
Yeah, he judges everything without having actually really observed it himself.
Yeah.
He's so reliant on, unless he watches footage, unedited recordings of it, I suppose, which is possible.
He's probably briefed by his two observers as well as the production crew. They give him a very brief rundown of things. But I think that's really his involvement. Whereas Gordon Ramsay, you get chefs on there who really grow and learn. You know, there was someone on there who was a line cook, not a line cook, like a short order cook. And I don't fully understand the terminology, but it's like she worked in like the Waffle House, I think is where she worked. And she got really far. And when she was eliminated, he offered to pay. He said he was going to pay for her to go to culinary school.
Oh, that'd be handy.
Has he seen you? I think he has.
Yeah, but he's dead now. He's dead, Jim.
Yay!
Oh, pressing the wrong button. The trouble is, I've been playing a lot of games with different controls. So trying
Yeah,
to.
that's annoying.
Sometimes crouch is C, sometimes it's control. And it's control in this one. But the last game I was playing, it was C.
Hmm.
So. Hello! Hello, Mr. Nazi. Oh, I think he's seen me. Hello.
Come and get me.
Stabby, stabby. Chase me. Wait, no, hang on.
No.
Anywho.
But yeah, I respected Gordon Ramsay before. I have a hell of a lot more respect for him now that I sort of realise what he's doing. I think Kitchen Nightmares is more playing into that sort of aspect of his persona in a sense, but Hell's Kitchen is sort of once you sort of realise what's going on, you realise just how great Gordon Ramsay kind of is, and all that experience and skill.
Oh, he's earned the name for himself, hasn't he? That's the key thing. It'd be
Well,
easy for
yeah,
him not to have.
he grew up on a council estate, I think.
Shall we kill a Nazi in the toilet?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's an
fuck
actual
you.
takedown. This is what
Yeah.
should have happened in GoldenEye, by the way.
Maybe. I don't think Pierce Brosnan. I don't think Bond is quite that vicious. He's more cold and effective. He's a blunt instrument in a sense.
I've lost sound for me.
That's all right.
I need the sound. It doesn't have to be in sync, but I do need to be able to hear it at least.
But yes, I'm a very much an admirer of Mr. Ram or Chef Ramsay.
Good old Gordon.
Yeah.
Come on. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. It is acknowledging something. Shall we do a topic that's following on from last week?
Oh yeah, that predictions in the news. Yeah.
Yeah, we did our predictions, didn't we? Can you remember what Any of them were?
No,
Okay. Well, you predicted that the Pope was going to die.
he didn't,
He
unless I
didn't.
missed it.
No, I did check. Apparently he saw our two leading royals um, because of their anniversary.
Edward and Sophie, yeah.
Apparently it was their 20th anniversary.
Was it?
So yeah.
Yes, she's now officially the Queen, Queen Consort.
Oh,
It's a big day for tarts everywhere.
that it is. That it bloody is.
First, well, she's not the first mistress to be Queen, is she?
I don't know.
I mean, Anne Boleyn was a mistress before she became Queen, so yeah.
You're more aware of this shit than I am. You actually at least pretend to care.
So the Pope's not dead.
Pope's
Bummer.
not dead. You estimated or guessed, sorry, that the Elon Musk would have a Tesla-related ploy.
Well, I mean, he did that live stream on his private jet,
I wouldn't say that's a Tesla ploy. If anything, that's a Starlink ploy.
and everybody, he was spammed with trolls
Yes, that was.
saying,
And he's
"Primes
also
never
really
loved you,"
fucking.
etc.
He's also really fucking awful at the game. that
Really,
he's
yeah, of
playing.
course he is. I mean, he had someone he paid somebody to do it last time, didn't he?
Apparently, evidence suggests so. So yeah, you suggested that someone of a mid-level of fame would die.
Well, I'm sure they have.
Yeah, I wrote one down. Hang on, let me.
Yeah.
I think it says Clem Burke. Yeah, Clem Burke, who was the drummer for Blondie.
Okay.
That's 1 out of 5
There
for
you
you.
Yeah.
You estimated that they would.
I'll count that. Why not?
I count it. I wrote it.
Yeah, fair enough.
You guessed that they would announce who the James Bond actor was going to be.
They haven't.
I haven't. And you guessed that Dick Van Dyke would die.
He didn't.
He
Good.
didn't.
I'm glad.
I'm
I
also.
hope he lives to 100,000 years old. Well, I don't, for his sake.
No, that's a long old time to die. Although by then maybe he'll perfect the Cockney accent.
Maybe. It'll just be after the heat death of the universe.
Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke floating in the void. Going, Mary Poppins. Mary
Chimney.
Mary Poppins. Oh, damn it, I can't get it.
Anywho,
Yeah.
for my turn, I guessed that there would be a tariff U-turn, a partial tariff U-turn, and lo
There
and
was.
behold, today we found out that there was, or today or yesterday. Oh Jesus Christ! I forgot about that.
Big doggy.
Yes, big doggy. I'd forgotten all about that. That
You
made
got
me
jump
jump.
scared.
That's the whole purpose of it, right? It's to jump scare you. But
Yeah.
I had forgotten.
And to warn you about an upcoming boss, yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I never get past this section, please.
Run, you bastard.
Okay. Yeah. So 90-day pause on the tariffs. That's 1 point to me.
Mm.
I guess that the king would have more treatment for his recent cancer. That hasn't been announced, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So that's no. I suggested there might be a heartwarming earthquake survivor story, but I haven't seen anything.
Right. That's.
So I'm gonna count that as a no.
Okay.
I said that Trump was gonna fire someone.
Has he?
Well, it turns out that around about whilst we were recording, he fired the head of the NSA and US Cyber Command. I didn't
Right.
know about it at the time of recording.
You mean recording the last video?
Yeah, round about while we were doing last week's videos, based on
Right.
how long ago the news report had been,
Mhm.
it looks like he was fired whilst I was guessing he would fire someone.
I'm not sure we can count that.
Well, I'm not sure. Like I say, I didn't know about it until after, like literally the day after. I found out about it. So I want to count it, but I can understand why you're opposed to the idea of counting it.
Yeah.
But either way, I guess there'd be a plane crash, and a private plane crashed at Plattsville, Wisconsin, 2 days ago. So
That's just fucking. There's a plane crash every week, man. You can't.
So I got 2.5. I'm giving it out of 5. I'm giving myself a half mark for predicting something that
Okay.
was happening when I predicted it. I think that's almost more impressive, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But yes. So that happened. That was what we did last week.
I suppose we're waiting till the last video to guess more.
Yep, that's the plan.
Yeah.
I think that's made it so we can't come through. Oh, I vaguely recall this bit being a bit scary.
Mm.
Yeah, well, here's B. Suppose B2 in here somewhere.
Stabby, stabby!
Yeah, get him.
If there's anyone you can feel good about killing in a video game, it's a Nazi.
Unless you're an artist, in which case you'll probably complain on the internet.
Yeah. So, this whole tariff thing,
Yeah.
how sure are we that Trump's basically just an even worse insider trading?
I mean, could be that. I did see something about somebody making a shit ton of money off it.
I should think quite a lot of people have made a shit ton of money off it if they know what they're... If they're the sort of people that are capable of facilitating a short, or whatever it is they call it,
Yeah.
then I would say they've probably made a fair old whack.
I mean, if you're looking at it in that sense, it works because you do it for a short time. The economy takes a hit, but not a massive hit. Your fans think you're great because you're sticking it to Johnny Foreigner, and you make a shit ton of money.
Yeah?
No harm, no foul, unless you're a little person. But they're not little people. They don't give two fucks.
Generally speaking, no. Oh, it's this. I forgot what we do. It's not an overly comfortable looking prison, is it?
Well, they're not meant to be.
I suppose. But it does look particularly brutal, even for the Nazis.
Unless you're in Sweden.
Or into this sort of thing. I mean, Christ. I can guarantee there'd be some people who'd pay good money for this treatment.
Oh, God, well, yes, even I know that.
It would be wonderful if we knew any of these people, wouldn't it?
Is one of them shall be saved?
Oh my god!
Gosh almighty, I thought it was a goner. And here you are, back from the dead, to save us all. Imagine that. Oh, what have you been up to, Captain Blazkowicz?
Shooting, stabbing, strangling Nazis.
Yay.
Fantastic. Oh, let's get out of here, shall we? Hey, you close that door.
So, yeah, I wish that I had the money to have facilitated something like that, because literally, if I'd predicted that, if I predicted it, I could have made a genuine amount of money out of that.
Mm.
All right, let's get to work.
Oh, we're covered in blood. Or was that jam?
Don't know.
Oh, the fucking sound's gone again. Pisses me off. Because I need the sound to be able to play the game. It doesn't happen when I'm not recording. I just want to clarify that. It's the only time it happens.
Well,
So
I know China's at 125% now.
it's going to be 145.
Right, that's a lot.
Yeah. Because it's like... It's on top of the normal price, isn't it? Basically. It's like a...
Mm.
You're going to be paying more in tax for it than... Well, they're going to be paying... It doesn't affect us, the Chinese tariffs with America.
No.
There we go, that's better.
Emu's probably a bit fucked.
Well, over in America, yeah, sure. That'll teach them to be reasonably priced for tat.
Yeah.
Have you ever bought anything from there?
I have, yeah. I bought a memory stick, which I'm afraid of using.
Okay.
I bought a cheese grater, which wasn't very good.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Oh, let's stab this guy. Stabby, stabby. Oh, he's dead. Oh, now I get a gun. An automatic shotgun.
Yay.
There's no time for a cuddle, Wyatt. Let's get the fuck out of here. We're getting shot at from somewhere. Let's get all the armour, all the ammo. Do you find this game entertaining?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
Oh god, go on.
Oh.
It'd be easier
So
for you to have
I-
a conversation than me with Swans anyways.
I mentioned last time Pokemon Coliseum, right? Let's go switch
Yes.
to.
Yes, you did.
Well, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 2, as well as Pokemon Snap, are on the current Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to get them.
Oh, okay.
What I didn't realise is that it's like an old school Nintendo game. You subscribe to this thing and you get access to like 20 games from the oldie days.
Mm.
So it's got Harvest Moon, the old Harvest Moon.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
I think there's some Mario games in there as well. Golden Eye's on there.
Good old GoldenEye.
I did try and play it, but the controls were a bit iffy, and I sort of needed to look at it in more detail. But yeah, I've been enjoying it, and that will hopefully tide me over until the 1st of June, when I can get Switch 2 and play through Pokemon Coliseum and XD, which I'm very, very excited for.
Oh, I'm pleased that you're excited. It's nice to be
Thank you.
excited about these things.
Yeah. It wasn't I've been excited about a game, especially a Pokemon game.
Have you heard about Mickey Rourke?
Yeah,
He might be a bit of a bigot.
but he was on Big Brother. Or he is on Big Brother.
I don't know. Maybe it's your prediction.
Well, that
Next
was going to
video.
be one of my predictions, yeah.
I'll let you have that. I'm not gonna.
Well, Mickey Rourke is one of the contestants on Big Brother. And he made a comment to a lesbian contestant, I think. That basically said she wouldn't be gay for long if he had her way or something.
Too long in there with him, and she wouldn't be gay for long or whatever, something like that.
Which is weird because he has a face like a fucking melted.
Like a melted Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
It's not a appealing face.
No.
Not to me, not to you and me. So I mean, maybe some people do find it appealing, right?
I don't know.
Oh, hang on. There we go. Sorry, he had one of those guns that has explosives on his back.
Mm.
Where's Wyatt gone? Am I meant to be over here? Where are we getting shot at? Okay. Sorry, carry on. Yeah, Mickey Rourke. He's
Yeah,
essentially
he
going to
makes
get
some kind
kicked
of-
out for being a bigot.
Yeah. The production team sort of took him to task over it a bit.
Which is good.
Yeah, which they should have done.
Ooh, dual machine guns.
No, I mean he's an old guy. He's been in Hollywood. You could, if you're a rich, famous celebrity, you can. That sort of line probably works in bars because it's
Well,
like,
yeah.
oh wow, Mickey Rourke. He was the villain in the Alex Rider movie that was bad and everybody hated.
He was one of the villains in Iron Man 2.
Was he?
Or maybe he was just the villain in Iron Man 2. But I feel like it was one of them. I feel like Sam Rockwell played the other.
Mm.
Die, you bastard. Nazi scumbag. See, I'm good at this shooting thing.
Yeah.
It helps that it's easy.
Mm.
But it won't be easy forever.
No.
Where's Matey gone? Are you coming, mate? Okay, guess not. Who have we not killed that we need to kill? There's someone up here, probably. I am heading up the fucking stairs. Follow me. Die, you dumbass dog.
Well, speaking of Big Brother, I actually have a Big Brother topic,
You really?
but it's pretty broad.
Okay.
Because I sort of realised today I only had like a couple of topics, and I thought Jordan's not going to be happy.
Well, I'll be honest with you. This is one of those weeks where I've tried and tried and tried to get topics, and either because I've just not been taking him in, or because I've had a surprisingly busy week. So,
Well, I just wrote Big Brother general views.
okay. Well, Big
What are
Brother's
your
great,
general
isn't
views?
it? Big Brother's great. You can't go wrong with Big Brother because otherwise you'll get taken to the Ministry of Truth
Yes.
or whatever it is. I've totally read that. Read to me. Go on.
I think it's an interesting idea to begin with, but I think it's been milked to death and is now sort of the poster child for exploitive, shitty, boring reality TV shows.
Yes, absolutely. It went on
It
too
basically
long.
sums it up. Yeah.
They should have stopped a long time before they did.
Yeah. I mean,
I have
it's
no
not
idea
a
what
bad
killed me there.
It's not a bad idea to put bunch of strangers, stick them in a house and watch. And give them shit to do every now and then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I guess that one's exhausted then.
Yeah, like you say, the premise of it has potential. They have worked it to death. What they needed to do, really, if they're going to do it something like that, is they need to have a proper twist. But what's that? You couldn't do it. You absolutely couldn't do it. But have you ever seen those suggestions that there should be a show where there's a bunch of gay men
And one straight guy.
and one straight guy?
Is that the one where it's ostensibly that there's one straight guy, but it turns out they're all gay or they're all straight?
They're all straight, and
Yeah.
they're all pretending to be the gay guy, a gay guy, because they don't want to be the straight guy who gets voted out.
Reminds me, there's something about Miriam. Do you remember that?
No.
So, premise of the show is kind of like the Bachelorette, right? You got one woman, Miriam, and
Okay.
a bunch of guys, and the gist is that she eliminates one of them every week, and the one at the end gets to go on a proper date with her or something.
Okay.
He's the one who... And it's revealed at the end that Miriam is trans.
Yes. Because that would be apparently a reason for people to know that. Oh shit. To know what to go on a date. Actually, you know what?
2000s.
I can understand why someone would not potentially want to go on a date with a trans person. I feel like the issue isn't necessarily that they are trans; it's a reveal afterwards. It's the lack of openness is the issue.
Yes, it's a jokey sort of setup. Like, oh, tee hee, there's something about Miriam. You know, this is going to be so great, and it's just a bit. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm meant to be shooting.
Yeah, I mean, Big Brother did its celebrity stuff. I feel like it almost entirely does that now. Like, it doesn't do normal Big Brother. I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
not like
know.
how 8 out of 10 cats now primarily just as countdown.
I mean, to be fair, that's the popular one. Oh shit! I'm driving a car, Ben. I didn't sign up for driving a car. Oh! Oh, that went well.
You did it. You got your seatbelt on.
Crafty. Loyal.
It's Anya.
Yay. Well, it wouldn't be awful if we landed on it.
It would have been awful. Into the sewers.
I guess that tank ran over your car.
Yes, I guess so. What was left of it anyway?
Yeah.
What now?
I can't believe you made it out of there.
Is he the only one who survived?
I think so.
That was a fucking waste, wasn't it?
No, because he's good and he knows what's going on.
You know how to hotwire a car?
They're not suspicious at all of this random police car that's now going to start driving away.
Well,
Oh yes,
seeing
they
as
are.
we're playing, oh, no. Seeing as we're playing a game where you kill Nazis,
Yep.
a,
I think we're nearly at the end of the level, by the way. But carry on.
a almost universally acceptable to despise group,
Yep.
I thought I'd talk about somebody else who it's universally acceptable to despise,
Oh, is it Elon Musk
and
again?
Taking you home.
I know, and seemingly the one person in the world who thinks they were pretty great.
Oh, okay, go on.
I don't know whether you heard about this,
No.
but a reform candidate
Oh.
Protect us no matter
who's
Oh.
standing for council,
Yes. I have heard
you
about
did
this.
hear about, has been criticised for praising Jimmy Savile
Mm.
as a working class hero.
more options.
Yeah, I don't think you get away with that these days. I don't think you get away with that for about 10 years.
I have often wondered, are there any people that think Jimmy Savile's innocent? And I know his secretary or PA is sort of a bit hesitant to fully accept it. But I mean, she spends so much time with him. I kind of accept that.
Hang on a
to an
sec,
extent.
you're going to want to see this.
Yeah.
Go now, run. The good
Okay.
thing about the Nazis is they really are stupid. So long as we're hidden by this mist, no one will see us. Now, the second part, the jump. Once we're underwater, hold your breath, swim after me. Stay submerged no matter what happens. There are Nazis all around. If you break the surface, they will kill us. Don't hesitate. Jump!
Yahoo!
Okay, is this what I really want to see?
Well, no, it's just the fact that we're tricking them. We're tricking the Nazis.
Right.
What's not to like about that? We lost all our guns again.
So, yeah, Jimmy Savile.
Yes.
It was bizarre to me. But as I say, I have often wondered if anyone who genuinely believed he was innocent. And this guy makes a point where all the allegations came out after he died.
Hmm.
But like basically everybody in the business is like, yeah, we all had rumors. And people are like, yeah, I walked in on him in his dressing room and he had a 14-year-old girl in his lap, and I thought it was a bit weird. You know? It's,
Yeah.
it's not like this is something that is disputable.
I think out of all the people, and there's not going to be a large amount of them, in fairness, but all the people that I feel most sympathetic towards having pro Savile views are people such as, is it Alzheimer's, where you, or no, dementia, where you're cognizant of
And people who
events
only
as-
remember him from Jim and Fix It.
yeah, for people who've got that sort of, because it's going to be a very niche group of people.
Yeah.
But there's guaranteed there's someone out there who doesn't comprehend the fact that those things happened.
Or just other really hardcore monsters who think they're edgy.
Yeah, that'll be. Yeah.
I mean, I remember the story about the guy who bought Jimmy Savile's Rolls Royce after he died.
Ah.
It was like, this is a great investment. This is my pension we're looking at.
Huh. Yeah.
I often think about what he did with that, because I don't even know whether like true crime museums would be keen to have that.
No, probably not.
You know, I mean, they've got Bundy's Volkswagen and the OJ Bronco, but that's sort of a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, it's very different, isn't it?
Down, Max. Gently.
Stand down. This is Klaus. He's one of us. He was a Nazi before, but he's on our side now.
Easy, Johnny.
I think that's the appropriate reaction to have when someone has a swastika tattooed on them.
But it is, absolutely. But he's actually a very sympathetic character.
Good.
Fuck me. B.J. Blazkowicz. I should have known only you would be dumb enough to do a daytime entry. Glad to have you back, Rod.
Caroline, we're alive.
We know her!
Sitting in a bag
Do
lid,
we?
Apparently.
3 pulverized vertebrae. You?
Head trauma, 4 inches of cast iron shrapnel right in the conch. Still in there.
Severed colon, septic shock, shattered pelvis.
Memory loss, flashbacks, 14 years in a limbo bed.
Good to see you, Wilma.
I think she might be Deutsche.
Can you?
You know who that is?
For your collection, Jay.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
See you, man. What's it been, 3 months since they hauled you away? I thought you were dead, actually. They send people off to that prison, they like don't come back, you know? It's a trip. You brought some new cats with you, actual like reinforcements. It's cool, man.
I am hearing interesting things out of London.
Out of
I have
London?
looked about Project Whisper, but someone has borrowed it. Klaus, I believe it was. Can you find it and bring it to me, would you please, Captain? Now that you are here, I think we can do it.
So we had to do a few bits around this hub area,
Why don't you sit
Mhm.
with me?
and then we
And
then we finished.
Anything out of
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Bobby. He's an Irishman.
It did occur to me that we had an Irish person at work today. And I thought she was from the north, but she said she was from the south, even though the accent, it was very hard to tell. Which she usually isn't. But it was just nice to hear an Irish accent again. You know?
Hmm.
Anyway, yeah, this reform guy, it did occur to me that maybe he's like a saboteur.
Oh, for the Reform Party, someone who's pure.
Someone who joined the Reform Party just to make them look shit.
Oh, I mean, they don't need help with that.
No. You never know. Stranger things have happened.
What do you make of this place? I'm gonna go back to the start. This is like the main meeting area.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've got Jimi Hendrix room,
yeah.
all his guitars and speakers and stuff.
Mm.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
I need to do some washing up.
Mm.
We can't do an awful lot else down here, so we head up here, and lo and behold, we've got open area,
Yeah. That's a fire hazard.
bedroom. Oh, him.
You know about before going off on you like that as a force of habit.
No worries, Johnny Cowboy. It's not the first time it happens.
Yeah, perhaps you should consider removing them tattoos.
In time. I was, you Americans say, all wet when I got them. And I'm sorry to say it was a very proud moment in my life. I want removing them to be an even prouder moment. No more Nazis, no more tattoos.
So long as you don't get in the way of me killing Nazis, we'll see eye to eye. Caroline's looking for a document folder.
See? Reasonable character, isn't he?
Mike is a human.
Yeah.
Max doesn't speak English very well, but he does know Project Whisper. It's a risky business operation. He knows it will cost us to pull it out. Max doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Listen,
Oh.
Did you borrow the folder? Do you have it here?
Is he all messed up in the head?
Yes, he is.
Bless him. Like Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
Oh, yes. But even more messed up.
Where I left it.
And he's very, very strong.
Yes.
I bet. Is half of his head missing?
There you go.
The folder should be inside the
Yeah.
So, yeah, Max, pass. Someone else's bedroom.
Yeah. It's like kid
Max's.
stuff. Aw.
Oh, look at that. Well, he's basic, shall we say?
He has the mind of a child.
Yes. And the body of a giant.
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, Bon Ja Ya. A good Beatles track. I mean, as far as this game's concerned. And what we're doing is we're looking for a crowbar. Crowbar.
Hey, you.
Tools over
I'm
here, apparently.
looking for a crowbar. I'm looking for a crowbar.
So, the song that you're doing a piss take off there,
Yeah.
my son really likes that song.
Aw.
Like, he's ridiculously fond of that song.
Does he know what it means?
I don't know. But we sing it in the car together.
Aw.
Sometimes. Well, he doesn't. He sings it less than I do, but he does sing it. Do you remember me telling you that we could play the 2D Wolfenstein games?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in here, but we're not going to do that because it's kind of pointless. But we'll do it at some point. But
Yeah.
see, what would be helpful would be if we could just laser our way through that, like we're supposed to be able to. Like that's the whole fucking point of that chain, right? Is to be able to do that. But it won't let us use the thingy. It's all good. We'll get it sorted.
Wait up. Press E to piss.
No, this isn't Duke Nukem.
You want to know the best joke I never made?
Go on.
Years ago, I went on Tinder, and there was someone I matched with and had a phone call with, but it was a bit awkward and we didn't really click. And her Tinder name was EZ,
Okay.
like the letters.
Yeah.
and I sort of thought to myself, if we hit it off and we went to a friend's house, and she nipped to the loo, and somebody asked me where she was, I could say easy peasy,
Max?
and that was the best joke I never made.
No, you should have made it.
Max, come here.
Yeah.
How's Oldham?
I've hit it off with someone.
Have you?
Yeah, it's going fairly
On
well.
Grinder?
Yes, actually. Of all the fucking
and-
places.
I want to take issue with your approach there.
Why?
Because Grinders are it's not really the sort of place to make lasting connections. It's a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of deal.
I'm not necessarily looking for anything specific at the moment. I'm
Apart from a ruddy good seeing too, I bet.
well, and if it's a chance would be a fine thing indeed. No, if I'm gonna let some bloke fuck me in the ass, I'd rather it be someone who's polite enough to, you know, read my profile and shit. You know, I'm not asking a lot, but someone actually ever so slightly get to know me before they want to fuck me.
Yeah, you.
And it is very possible that maybe that is in the pipeline, if you'll excuse the expression.
In your pipeline.
Chance would be a fine thing.
Yes, all right. Well,
So we're gonna go to London
right. Why?
somehow. We're gonna go from our secret base underneath a German, whatever it is, in the heart of Berlin. We're gonna go to London and attack some shit. Go on, Jimmy. Play it in the background. They do the Irish guy bad here.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep.
Is he
in
Irish?
8 months.
I always thought he was Irish.
Let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
He doesn't sound very Irish, does he?
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
They do him bad, either way. Happy you
What's
Peter.
dog's called Blondie?
Yeah, I did. Look.
Fucking Nazi twat.
Yeah, good on you, mate. We'll see this again next time, but like,
So I guess we're in London then.
we are
We?
now in London, yes.
Disgrace of a building is the London Nautica. This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over here. Furious, unrelenting resistance. Then the Nazis put in a London Monitor and everything with the shit from there. They just do whatsoever they please now. They just fucking leveled everything and erected this fucking monstrosity. It's a top Nazi research facility, this is. Aviation.
We're not going to actually do a mission, but I want you to see why I think they've done him bad.
Yeah.
Should be over the radio tower by now, you see it.
Big Ben
Yes,
Nano?
good bet.
Anya's operating the radio back in Berlin.
I guess this used to be Parliament then.
Don't know.
Makes sense. They'd level that.
This is where you get off.
I don't get out very often.
So long, Blazkowicz. You make this done, right?
Huh.
See why I thought he might have been Irish?
Racist.
No. Because, you know,
He blew himself up.
well, because he's attacking
fuck's sake.
a thing in London, and I've always felt like he was Irish.
Mm.
I always thought there was an IRA slant there.
Mm.
Evidently not. But anyway, yeah, that's we're now on the next level. I can't believe there's so much explosives in the trunk. 300 kilos, she said. That's a lot of stuff to put in the trunk of a car.
We're probably in the seats and everything.
Well, either way,
You know?
tune in next week when we
There's
watch him
bum-
blow himself up again, and then
Yeah.
we do this thing where we whatever it is we're meant to do in this mission, because I can't remember.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, Ben.
Yeah.
Good, me too. Bye, everyone.
Uh,
Oh,
Bye.
actually, before we go, now just a quick word from our sponsors. Bye, everyone. But